Alright, so we just ordered this can ram, aluminum can crusher, and we're going to put it together, check it out. Kind of concerned that it's made out of plastic, but we're going to check it out, and it says made of high-tech reinforced nylon. So we'll see what happens when we put this together and put it to use. Fortunately, it came with some instructions. Alright, so I had to come outside so the light was a little bit better so I could see this. You'll see imprinted on these, it says number 1 inside a chute, 2, 3, 4. And so they want me to lay these out 1 to 2, 3, 4, left to right. And then I'm going to attach these together. So, but you need to be able to see that black plastic imprinted on the black plastic. You know, it's kind of hard to see in low light. So, all right. So when you get these laid out, you'll see that there's a pin here, and there's a clip right here, and we're going to insert that pin into the clip on the top and the bottom of each one of these. Easier said than done. And that's going to hinge, and then these protrusions here, when it's folded, is going to keep this from coming, from bending too far. So again, try to get these clipped. I think I finally got that one. And then you do the bottom one, and then eventually these will rotate around like that, and we're going to form our cage that way. Have to flex this a little bit to get this pin in here, but it'll go. Alright, so there's our cage. So first thing they want me to do is take these 2-inch screws, and at the back of this there's a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom, and they want me to attach this to the wall. So I'm going to go do that. I think I've got a place where I want this to live, and it's going to go into a 4x4. So we'll go mark that and drill a pilot hole, put these screws in. Alright, so I think I want to put this here, and you know, the instructions tell you mount this like 38 inches from the floor, and then I'm not putting this on a blank wall, but at any rate, so I want to put this here. The question is, how far up do I put it? Well, I got this ram and this handle here, and it's going to eventually fit in here like this. So I know that for this to hang down, right, it has to be at least this high. And then when I go up, I can still reach this very easily. So I'm going to put this right about here where I've got it. So we're just going to drill a pilot hole. Pick a drill bit that's just slightly smaller than your screw, so that way it goes in easily, but the threads still catch in the wood. And then we'll insert this. We'll mark the other hole and drill it in too. Alright, so I'm just going to get this started with the Phillips screwdriver, just so I can mark where the second hole is going to go. Alright. Then we'll get it started. And then I'll put a bit in the drill driver here. Alright, the next thing they want me to do is take and put this this handle hole here, and I'm going to show you real quick. See this side, how it's smooth, and this side has a bump right there. See that bump? So I'm going to insert my pin from this side, and it's going to go all the way through till it hits this little tab right here, which is then going to stop it. Alright, so I can't really see anything on the inside of this hole, but this pin does not want to go through there. So there must be a bump or something to kind of keep it in place. So I may have to whack this with a hammer, or get a pair of big slip jaw pliers on it or something to get it pushed through there. And my guess is that's what's going to keep this from sliding back out. Now, most of you do-it-yourselfers may know that when the need arises, the closest thing at hand becomes a hammer. There we go, perfect. So the next thing we need to know is there's a couple slots on either side right here, and there are little tabs on the feet here. So those tabs are going to go in those slots and just snap in, and then gravity, I guess, is going to keep this from going too far. There's nothing that it looks like these bottom clips don't snap into anything. They just, I guess gravity just keeps them there. Yeah, I forgot. Actually, it's not gravity that keeps it there. There's a hole here, and I have one remaining screw, and that screw is going to go through there, and that's what's going to hold this upright. If they put a tab on this and then the screw went through the tab, I could get my screwdriver in there easily, but I can't. So we're just going to have to struggle with this a bit. Or struggle a lot. It's been so long since I've had to put a screw in by hand. I'm glad I don't have to do this all the time. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Drill drivers have made life a wonderful, wonderful thing compared to having to put everything in. I remember when I had to put screws in the wall with a screwdriver, and they were flatheads, not Phillips. Man, it had to take you forever. You'd work up a sweat and wear yourself out, and your hand would be sore by the time you got done doing it. So I really miss the drill driver action on this part. This reminded me of the old days. Alright, we're almost there though. Alright, so we got an empty can here. I'm guessing the idea is you drop it in that chute, and you can store a few of them here before you have to mess with everything. And let's see how this works. Yeah, not too bad. Alright, so one other thing to note, I mounted this on a bench top, but if you were mounting this on a blank wall, you could just put a trash can, 5-gallon bucket or whatever underneath that, and as you crushed them and they fell out, they just collect right there for you. Ta-da! Works pretty good.